I want to talk to Laurie, who's calling in from Ohio. Laurie, what's going on?
Hey, how you guys doing tonight?
Doing good. Just chilling tonight. It's a cool vibe on Truth Wanted tonight.
Yeah, I was just calling in because I saw, talking about karma, and I'm a longtime atheist, so I don't believe in anything supernatural. But it just seems that, shit kind of turns out like good for people that are really shitty and do shitty things. Like when I was a kid, this little monster, he smashed our pumpkins. That's because we sold pumpkins and he smashed them all over the road. Well, after he graduated and moved to Texas, he was ran over by one of those rollers, for the pavement. And I was just thinking, when I found that out, I was like, wow.
Wait, did he die?
And now he's smashed. Yeah, he died.
Is that karma? Would that be an example of karma though? Like does the punishment fit the crime?
Well, no.
If so, that's terrifying.
Pumpkins. No, listen. No. It wasn't just the pumpkins. He was a horrible person.
Okay.
He abused his wife. He was just a rotten person. No, I wouldn't wish death on somebody who just smashed them freaking.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's pretty hardcore. No, you're good, Laura. You're good.
No, I'm pretty radical. I'm really radical, but damn, I'm not that radical.
Yeah, I was like, damn, Laurie wants justice for those pumpkins, but I just
found it kind of like ironic.
Poetic, right? Yeah.
It was like poetic justice. But it's happened before, with other things too. It's really but I don't think there's anything supernatural. I just think that people get what they give,
I think occasionally that does happen. I think we can point to anecdotes, but I don't know if that broadly happens. What do you think, Joey?
I think I could see the idea of karma existing in the way that if you treat people well, they tend to treat you well.
Yeah.
So Dan, imagine if when we met, I was just a jerk to you the entire time, and I was just pressing my veganism and I was just trying to shove it down your throat. And would you be like, oh, I know someone who could be on the show? Like there's a secular way of understanding karma and the way humans interact in the world. I don't think those involve asphalt rollers personally, but
we're talking about somebody that died here. We cannot. This is it's crazy. No.
But I do think there's something very human about latching on to these instances where something crazy happens. Like my friend and I wrote a song about this actually, where you're talking about like the guy who invented a Russian nerve agent called Novichok that was actually recently used.
Right.
He died from from Novichok, like getting into his body. Like
I heard about that.
Something like things like that. Yeah. We latch onto that, and there's of course a selection bias in there.
Yeah, because I definitely it's a selection bias because we can point to these little instances and stories and stuff, but also we don't know the entire human continuum of somebody's life from birth to death, and people can do good and bad things in that a lot of us would never know about either. So there's always going to be unknown variables there. We would never even know if it was a true justice given to them from their entire life, because we just can't know. And on top of that, I just obviously we don't believe in the supernatural, so I have no reason to believe that there's any kind of higher power or higher sort of cosmic justice going on. I think it's a narrative that we like to play into because it's useful for us as a society, like Joey was saying, for us to be nice to each other and for us to live accordingly to these principles. But ultimately, I do think it's a construct. I am one of those people that thinks morals is just a construct of human beings, and I can't find a way to escape that. Honestly, I haven't found anything that would convince me otherwise of it. But I don't know, Laurie, what do you think?
Yeah, I agree. I mean, it just you know, it's just a fluky thing, you know. And it's happened more than once with me. People that were just shitty, and stuff happened that was really like, so, you know, it just seemed like, wow, they got theirs. They finally got theirs. And I'm not, you know, I'm a nice person. I get along with people. I do. I really do. And I care about people. But I have a real problem with go ahead.
I was wondering if you know any shitty people who died happily surrounded by loved ones.
No.
Oh, wow. Well, no. I mean, I guess that
I really don't know. I mean, a lot of people, like on their deathbed, they'll just like have this epiphany or something and say, oh, you know, I cared about you. I'm so sorry. Please forgive me, you know.
The other thing too is
their death or whatever.
At the end of the day, everybody has their own individual sense of justice. Like somebody would say that somebody had something coming to him. Like they talk about, we can go to the Bible here, or biblical times at least, when people were stoned for sex work, you know, like they saw that as a just punishment of people getting their just desserts. In today's world, no, we wouldn't. I mean, at least we wouldn't, right? Like we wouldn't think that that's just at all. So as long as the human idea of justice is in flux, it almost doesn't even make sense to have a karmic belief system at all. Like as long as there's no real standard to hold that by, you know, that works across all times and cultures. So yeah. I don't know. Karma doesn't make sense to me. It's kind of bunk. So, but Laurie, thanks for calling in. I mean, that was
Thanks for having my call. You guys have a great night and a good weekend.
You too. That was
thank you.
That was a wild start. I gotta say, I did. I thought we were going a different direction there.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. Karma. It's. I guess it can be harmful then, because, you know, we are the arbiters of justice. Human beings are, and if you have this idea that, oh, this is what's just for you, this is what you deserve, but we discover like 100 years later, hey, actually, our ideas about, like, you know, going back to the sex work example, we don't vibe with that anymore. Suddenly, the people committing what was justice is now doing the injustice.
Yeah.
And you can't change that after the fact. So, yeah. I don't know what there is to say there.
Yeah.
Also, I mean, you didn't push veganism on me. You literally had one conversation with me. I don't even know why you're joking about that. But,
I said hypothetically if I did.
Yeah, that's true. You did say hypothetically.
Then you'd be vegan earlier, and we would have.
Then then it'd be vegan earlier.